Hello everyone, welcome back. This video is about the part 2, the second part for chapter 3. So we're going to talk about key performance index for different type of websites. We're going to cover 4 types of websites and to look at the set of KPI for each type. Okay, first of all, retail website. So how about KPI for retail website? The first metric, we care about sessions, because each session to the retail website, it means a potential purchase. So it's a very important first step for the retail website to get more revenue from the traffic. The second one, conversion rate. Why we care about the conversion rate? As the definition of conversion rate for retail websites, we know that primary conversion for retail website means purchase out of viewers, right? So it means increasing the percentage of visitors who complete the transaction is extremely beneficial for retail websites because it's pretty straight, right? So transaction means deal, deal means revenue, revenue means profit. Okay. And the third one is AOV, average order value. Average order value means after the deal is made, we calculate, on average. So we get the data from all deals. We get the number of deals and the money. The revenue from all these deals, right? And we use the total revenue divide by the number of deals. Okay, so we get the average order value. And here I state a website can increase the amount of value, amount of money it makes from each transaction by either, we have two common ways to get a higher AOV. The first way is entice shoppers to purchase additional items. So in addition to the item they are originally show interested in, they purchase some other items at the same time or afterwards. And the second way is to purchase higher priced items. So in this way, so per order value will be higher. So you make your high priced items be more attractive than the lower price items. In some occasion, in some situations, this strategy works. Okay. Here's the strategy which the Amazon uses. So how? Give some bundle information, some information about other items, related items. As you can see, this monitor, it's around $100, right? But Amazon not only offer the information about the monitor itself, but also it offers information about the relative the cable and the hen, right? And if and it's pretty straight for the customer to click here, right? Make click this button. So the revenue for this deal will be, upgraded from $100 to $134. So in this way, Amazon get extra 15 to 20% revenue. It's a pretty efficient strategy to get your LV higher. And it is also a strategy which I buy. I buy this strategy. Usually I almost every time I close the page of Amazon, I feel a little bit regret. But in most of time, after I get the product, I think, oh, it's okay, only if the product works. Okay. And the fourth KPI for retail websites is revenue per session. So we have the number of sessions, right? The first metrics, and the second metric KPI is conversion rate, and the third one is AOV. And now we're going to get the idea about the revenue per session. It means so for every session, so for every pair of entry and exit, so how much we will get from it. Here's a question about revenue per session. If a retail website has a conversion rate of 5%, 5% conversion rate, it means every 100 viewers, out of 100 viewers, 5 will be real customers, right? And an average order value of $50 US dollars. So AOV is $50. So for each deal, for each order, the revenue is $50. And the question is about the revenue per session. So every per session equals to average order value times the conversion rate. So here we use $50 US dollars times 5%. We get the number of 2.5 US dollars. Basically, it means for each session, for each pair of entry and exit, we get a revenue of $2.5. Okay. And why you can use this this notation? Because according to the definition of revenue per session and the definition of conversion rate, we know that every 100 sessions we get 5 conversions, right? And here, because it's a retail website, so conversion means order, deal. Okay. So in this sense, revenue per session can be calculated by using AOV times conversion rate. And the second type of website is a lead generation website. Lead generation websites, as I mentioned before, the primary conversion is to make people to leave their personal contact information and have them know about your service or product or contact information, right? Basically, the viewers, only if the viewer fill in the form on your website, you get the conversion. User. A lead generation site should be looking to increase the number of users to the site, but not sessions. So what's the difference between the sessions and users? Well, the relationship between the users and sessions should, let me put it in this way. So different sessions probably are maybe are from the same user, right? And theoretically, one session means one user, but different sessions could refer to the same user. I mean, different sessions could refer to the same user, right? But for lead generation websites, different session, only if it's the same person, you only get only one set of his or her contact information, right? Even if he or she makes multiple sessions in different time, it doesn't matter, because the primary, keep in mind, this website is a lead generation website, so the primary conversion should be, the contact information. Okay, is this clear? I believe you will understand what I'm saying, right? So here it says additional leads from the same person do not generate additional revenue. Just the same as I put it, a minute ago. Conversion rate. So here conversion means a generated lead. Leads can be generated in multiple ways, either through filling out a form, it's a basic way, right? Or by calling the company directly, for example. So it depends which way you offer the viewers to get contact with you. Close rate. Close rate is the percentage of leads that's converted into revenue for the company. So because lead generation, we can regard it, consider it as a middle point to the ultimate objective, right? So here, close means the person does not only visits your lead generation website, fill in the form, make their conversion, but also in the end, he makes a deal with your company. So in this way, we call it as a close rate. Now, not everyone who fills in the form or makes the phone will make a deal with you, right? So here we have close rate. Close rate here means revenue. So we not only get the contact information, we also get revenue from this user. So the higher, the better, of course. The higher of the close rate means the higher percentage of people who fill in the form or make the call ultimately make a deal. That's a good sign, right? Closed deal value, it means on average how much a closed deal is, the revenue. So how much can you get from a closed deal? And revenue per session. Here, revenue, we have an extra step from viewer to revenue, right? By contrast to the retail websites. So here for lead generation, we have 3 steps. So first of all, viewer means session, right? And then conversion. And the end, revenue, close, right? So for instance, so here's a simple example. So let's suppose this lead generation site, its conversion rate is 15%, close rate of 25%, and the close deal value is 200%, $200. So we can calculate its revenue per session so you times them up, you get $7.5. And we say that the revenue per session, not only for lead generation sites, but also for the retail site, it has some meaning here. Has some, you can get some insight from this number. It means that the site should not spend more than $7.5 for each website visitor. Okay, because you only get $7.5 from each session, okay. So what you spend on this session should not be larger than this number, right? So it's very obvious. So for instance, if you only get $7.5 from every session, but you spend $10 for each, so you're gonna lose, $2.5 for each session. That's a big loss, right? And the third type is media websites. Media websites like CNN, like New York Times, like Washington Postal, right? Like Times. We also care about the session. Session means viewers. And the repeating sessions, here I state that repeating sessions are just as beneficial as a session from a new user, because the most important thing for media websites would be to engage people, right? to be involved in and show interest in the news they created or they some news they broadcast. And so sessions matters. This metric matters to media websites. And average page depth, it is a very reliable indicator of user engagement. As I said before, engagement, get involved in, get viewers involved in is the most important thing the media website should pay attention to. So average page depth, as I mentioned in the first part of this chapter, so average page view or average page depth, it means it's a good indicator of how much the viewers show interest in your service, right? Here, interested in your news. And the last type is a social media website. It depends on which platform. So we use we have different terms or names for different metrics for different social media platforms. But first of all, the same for different platforms. New account signups. So we say it's a major primary conversion for social media website. And we also have posts, tweets, pins, etc. So it depends on which websites are you in, right? Likes, retweets, repins, every time on site. Okay, and here's a question for you. It's not tricky, only if you listen what I said, 10 minutes ago. So increasing the number of sessions is important for the following types of websites except A, B, C, D. So retail websites, we say sessions that they care about, right? Because every session means potential customer, a potential customer. B, lead generation websites. We say that for this website, it cares about users. Repeating different sessions from the same user does not mean extra conversion to a lead generation website, right? And C and D, social media and media websites, both of them are also care about sessions, because it means engagement or interested in what you offer, right? So the answer to this question should be B, lead generation website, because user is different from the session. And here we only care about user, okay? Okay, that's all for part 2 of chapter 3. See you.